You're able to see this screen, Srivalli?
Yeah, I'm able to see. Yeah.
See, in today's discussion, uh, let us discuss about the how the traditional ML and AI projects are different from generative AI services,
Mm-hmm.
how the past projects can be transformed or it can be migrated also. We need to study that later on. Okay.
Okay.
We can take one samples. We are already started with basic services usage in Azure with e-commerce application. From that also we can take some modules and assume there are ML related activities running, and those can be converted into generative AI services. So that is the objective of this one, to scale up our POCs. So uh, the transformation of AI and ML projects, the impact of generative AI services. That is the article title here. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
sorry. So here, the AI and ML engineers need to move beyond legacy practices with generative AI. How it is? The landscape of machine learning and artificial intelligence has undergone a remarkable transformation in recent years. Okay, thanks to the advent of generative AI services offered by leading cloud providers. Uh, in the past, if you see, we used to have a lot of lengthy courses, 6 months course, 1 year course on ML and AI related courses from training institutes. They
Mm-hmm.
used to give a lot of tools, like main headache for everybody is we need to be expert on statistical analysis tools. We need to be expert statistician to understand the ML activities and perform them by writing the Python code or any other scripting code. So that headache has gone now. Easily they can build the systems. So this shift has significantly simplified the development and deployment of advanced AI and ML models, which previously required extensive resources, specialized expertise, and significant investments made generative AI services. To get more ROI for your employers. Okay, how it is? Let us see. Uh, 1 minute. So here, the complexity of AI and ML projects in the past, let us understand. In the past, building robust ML and AI systems was complex and time-consuming endeavor. Data scientists and engineers had to do create pre-process large data sets. Gathering and cleaning data was a labor-intensive process that required meticulous attention to detail. It
Yeah.
means they used to take you take a bestbuy.com. Okay, since I
Yeah.
worked with that company as consultant in 2000, I'm considering that I
Mm-hmm.
know the inside data warehouse projects, how they implemented it also. What they used to do, they used to collect the customer analytics. Customer analytics means past visitors, whatever they purchased it, they need to collect it, and they need to bring them from mainframe systems. Their applications used to be there on the mainframe systems.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the times, 60-70% of the data columns used to be blank. We used
Mm-hmm.
to clean the data to bring them into a regular format with
Yeah.
standard format. That we used to spend a lot of time. We used to write a lot of PLSQL programs to clean it, transform into by using the ETL process, extraction, transformation, loading process in data warehouse technologies. That was the effort. After that, we used to get the data ready for campaign management.
Yeah.
We used to use ePipeline tool in data warehouse technologies. There, the ePipeline tool picks the data from the database and create the emails and send emails to the customers about the new items arrived to the store. That is
Mm-hmm.
the process we used to do it. But here now with generative AI, it made very easy. Next one is design intricate neural network architecture. Crafting effective neural networks involve deep knowledge of machine learning algorithms and a lot of trial and error. Basically, this is also another complex task. we need to analyze it. Okay, then fine tune hyper parameters. Okay, adjusting the parameters of those models to achieve the desired performance was a challenging task that demanded extensive computational resources. What are the computational resources? We need to do the grading of the customers. Let us say earlier laptops used to be there, maybe Dell,
Mm-hmm.
HP, lot of brands used to be there. IBM ThinkPad used to be popular during 2000 early 2000. Okay,
Yeah.
so we used to see what kind of laptop they purchased it, and if you have deals right now with ThinkPad, what are the grading you can give to the customer? Who is the potential buyer? We need to analyze it. We need to send the campaign mails to them only.
Mm-hmm.
So that process is laborious basically. These steps often involved a significant amount of manual effort, requiring a deep understanding of the underlying algorithms and substantial investment in infrastructure and human resources. We also used to do some kind of statistical analysis using some kind of tools, statistical tools also come with the finalized data, clean data. Then that data we need to use it for dashboards. In the dashboards, we used to create the campaigns.
Yeah.
That is done by the business analyst basically. So simplify now how it is there with generative AI, we can see here. Simplifying AI and ML with generative AI services are the rise of generative AI services in the cloud has revolutionized this landscape by making these technologies more accessible and user friendly. We have seen one simple form designer service from Azure Cognitive Services. You know
Yeah.
how simply you can create it. If you want to create in the legacy model, that kind of apps, you need to use some kind of Python code or some other interfaces also. UI designer also, all those are required it, and also for scanning software need to be prepared it. Then we need to analyze that scanned image content also. It was too complex actually. So that made it very easy for you to show the data from the
Mm-hmm.
scanned image, right?
Yeah.
So Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform now offers a range of pre-trained AI models and APIs that can be seamlessly integrated into applications. So they have this kind of easy models without having deep learning and training model creation with programming part. So what are those benefits? So reduced complexity. Developer and business no longer need to worry about the intricacies of model architecture, training, and deployment. So this is the one actually very complex one in the past. That's where
Mm-hmm.
the ML engineers and data scientists used to get more competent salaries because of these complexity.
Mm-hmm.
So the cloud providers handle the heavy lifting, allowing users to focus on integrated AI capabilities into the applications. Yes, that's where it is done. And faster time to market. By leveraging pre-trained AI models, organizations can quickly incorporate advanced AI functionalities into their products and services, reducing the time and resources required for in-house development. Basically, it is a matter of days only, not months. Earlier, they used to give the schedules for months, project
Yeah.
schedules. Okay. Then, in the meanwhile, when they are ready with that model implementation, there used to be requirement change also. You know about in IT, that was the common thing. Now, on tips, they can identify the solutions through AI tools. At the same time, there are fast-paced tools also. What we have seen in Azure, those can be used and released that in 2 3 days time. Only, any kind of solutions. And third one is scalability and flexibility. Cloud-based AI services can easily scale up or down to meet changing demands without the need for costly infrastructure investments or maintenance. So, if you compare with that efforts, the typical mobile scan, receipt scan application, if you want to prepare, at least the developer is to take mobile developer, app developer, uh, 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months, one developer salary, mobile app salary developer, assume it maybe 80K in US. Okay, so 3 months, how much it is to 240K, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, right. So not monthly, yearly. I am calculating 80K or developers. So 3 months, if you take, might be if you divide them into 6 or 7K, it will be there, and 21K it will take cost for the developers' effort. Now, if you see this one, in 1 week itself, your application will be ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what is the cost savings from 21K to 1 week salary of that guy? 1 week salary will be around 1800, right?
Yeah.
Or hardly you can take 2000 maximum, including the cloud resources cost, the overall project cost. So 2000. Apart from 21, if you take difference, 18 or 19K, they can save it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So cost effectiveness is that way. The pay as you go pricing model of cloud services makes AI and ML more accessible, allowing organizations to experiment and iterate without incurring significant upfront costs. Let us say you have designed a mobile app to
Mm-hmm.
scan the receipts and data, the
Yeah.
amounts and merchant names, such kind of things from our POC. That app, once you prepared it, you don't need to keep the infrastructure in Azure. App is ready. It is already loaded into the mobiles. It is already loaded into the Google apps and iOS apps also. If anybody wants it, we can share that app. Like my digital courses app is there, VS Kumar Coaching. So they can download and use it simply.
Yeah.
Right. So we don't need to continue the cost. So the pay as you go is where when you need it, you can use that model and develop it and release it and destroy the environment in cloud. Right. Otherwise, in manual non-cloud environments, if you see, we need to keep a lot of infrastructure setup.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, AWS offers Amazon Comprehend for natural language processing and Amazon Recognition for image and video analytics. See, this is the service equivalent service. What we are doing in Azure, in Amazon, if you see, under Comprehend service, recognition is there. It recognizes the receipt data. So it has got different features. So similarly, Microsoft Azure provides cognitive services for tasks such as language understanding. Yes, there is translator is there. Speech recognition, yes, and computer vision. Google Cloud's Vertex AI platform offers generative AI models for creating text, images, and code. Yes, making it easier than ever to develop AI-powered applications. So this is the best example to narrate to any recruiter or any guy who is recruiting us for this kind of roles. We are going to get skilled with these tasks. So next one is reskilling ML and AI engineers for generative AI. How they can be reskilled? They can't
Mm.
work in the traditional model because the traditional model is outdated. It is obsolete when generative AI services are getting implemented. It
Mm.
so they are the first set of the people to put the axe. So like pink slips, ready resources kind of
Yeah.
thing. They will be prepared in the list, in the HR list, ML
Okay.
engineers, if
Mm-hmm.
they are continuing with the traditional model working. Okay. So as generative AI services become more prevalent, ML and AI engineer needs to transform their skill sets to stay relevant. This transition involves learning to leverage generative AI services. Engineers must become proficient in using pre-trained models and APIs offered by cloud providers, enabling them to integrate these tools into their projects seamlessly. Obviously, you can prepare many mobile apps like that in
Yeah.
a month if you are expert in Azure Cognitive Services usage. Example, I am saying you can consider any cloud services they have already. We have discussed in the top example here as in this example.
Mm.
Okay, here as per this example. Okay. Now, automating traditional AI tasks. By adopting generative AI services, engineers can automate many of the manual tasks involved in traditional AI and ML projects, saving time and reducing cost for their organizations. Obviously, they have to think in that direction by learning AI services, generative AI services in a particular cloud and mapping them to these particular services to automate them and make it easy to for maintenance also. focusing on higher level problem solving with the routine aspects of AI and ML development handled by generative AI services. Engineers can concentrate on more strategic and innovative aspects of their work, driving greater value for their business. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
the matured organizations will think about these things if the talented guys are there to utilize them without laying off. Okay, so
Yeah.
the examples of companies successfully leveraged generative AI include CarMax used Azure AI to generate summaries of 5,000 car pages, completing the task in months instead of years. You know,
Mm.
car pages, you are aware of that, right? In US,
Um, used,
what it gives
I've heard
you,
about
you
it.
one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I know that. Car pages means you take your car number. There
Yeah.
will be a site. You give that car number. It will bring
Mm-hmm.
all the the details, car history.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Mm, yeah, now I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now there are thousand cars with one guy, one dealer who is selling the second-hand cars.
Yeah,
Think that.
second-hand cars. Yeah. If you want to buy
Because I
second-hand
was in
cars.
US for I used two different cars in two instances.
Yeah.
Okay, first car was Toyota Corolla, first new brand car I bought it in '98. Then later on I moved back to India. Again I go went back through Satyam. That time I bought Ford car. Ford one model was there.
Mm-hmm.
So that time I used to roam around the second-hand cars shops shopping. Okay,
Yeah.
they used to show the car pages basically in the book. They have car history, such kind of things also.
Yeah, yeah.
They used to share. You see the car history. This car history means it contains all the history from the day the
Mm-hmm.
company released it to the first customer onwards till today, including
Yeah.
insurance details.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm.
So these car pages they compiled it with the statistical data, which is the best car, how many accidents were done for that car. Even if you buy the accidented cars, like more times if you go, if you have the history, that is not good for us because traffic police will focus on those things also when we
Mm.
pass the lights, right?
Yeah.
Automatic ticket will come, right?
Yeah.
So that is the benefit they got it. This is one simple example. They might have done a lot of things. So Symphony AI integrated AI services to automate financial information collection and summarization, boosting productivity by 60%. This is one aspect in the financial area. The city of Kelowna developed an intelligent search solution using Azure OpenAI services, improving service delivery and focusing on complex queries. Basically, complex queries purpose. Morning we discussed one use case. Customer asked many questions in a chatbot. Assume that those are complex queries for that. Those complex queries can be compiled. We discussed it using the Azure services
Yeah.
and bring up the complex queries also with the solutions also with the past
Yeah.
data. So this is one of the area they implemented it. Okay. Then conclusion is the integration of generative AI into cloud computing platforms has opened up new possibilities of businesses and developers. And by leveraging the power of AI without the need of for extensive resources or expertise. So we don't need expertise. We don't need ML engineering expert. We don't need data scientist expert with domain knowledge nowadays because all this domain knowledge is inbuilt in the services itself
Mm.
with automation. Organizations can drive innovation, improve customer services, and enhance productivity. As the capabilities of generative AI continue to evolve, the integration of these technologies into cloud computing platform will only become more seamless and impactful,
Yeah.
empowering businesses to harness the transformative power of AI and drive growth in the digital age. Obviously, every organization now they are supposed to run behind the ML engineering with the generative AI engineering also. They need to
Mm.
see the gaps. They need to see where all the services can be implemented. Even if you go as a engineer or a solution expert, as a consultant, AI consultant also, this kind of tasks you will be able to see in the organizations by implementing your learned AI services, Gen AI services. So by
Yeah.
embracing generative AI, past ML and AI engineers can significantly enhance their productivity and effectiveness, ensuring their skills remain relevant and valuable in the rapidly evolving field. Now,
Mhm.
uh, what is the salary difference of generative AI converted engineers? Based on the search results, there are a few key points about the differences in salaries between traditional machine learning or AI engineers and those working with new generative AI technology. Salaries for AI ML engineers in general are quite high, with the average salary for AI engineer in the US is 134K to 147K per year, according to sources from Glassdoor US and US Bureau of Labor Statistics. Salaries tend to increase significantly with more experience and seniority. Entry level AI engineer can make 100K to 120K, while senior lead engineers with 5 plus years experience can make 150 to 180K. So this is the difference. Okay. So
Yeah.
location is also a major factor with AI engineers in tech hubs like San Francisco, New York, Boston earning high salaries compared to other parts of the city. Because there, high technology companies will be there. Like Silicon Valley, if you take it, first Silicon Valley is Mountain View, I mean in California, right? Bay Area. Then second one
Yeah.
is Austin is there, right? Am I
Mhm.
right? Austin, right? That is another Silicon Valley, they say.
Actually, it's the Bay Area, then Seattle, then it's Texas. Texas comes.
Austin, third one, third place, I think, Austin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Seattle is the second one.
Yeah.
Okay, right. But in New York also it is costly. Boston also it is costly.
Yeah.
San Francisco also it is costly because I stayed in Bay Area for 1 year.
Mm.
I know there a lot of techie companies will be there, high tech and the new
Yeah.
technology whichever comes, they implement there.
Yeah. New
Okay.
York is like hub for everything, right? All the businesses.
Yeah, right, right. It is a hub for everything.
Mm.
I was in New York also in Merrill Lynch.
I see. Mm.
I worked as a QA manager,
Oh,
those
in
are
Merrill
things. That
Lynch. Oh, okay. Okay.
Merrill Lynch, yes. In Washington Street, I used to work. There is
Yeah.
a branch. There was a branch. I used to travel
Oh.
from Edison, I mean New Jersey Edison, to New
Okay.
York daily by local
Oh, I see. I
train.
see. Mm.
Okay. So, however, the research results do not provide specific salary data for generative AI engineers or how their compensation compares to traditional AI ML. The only relevant data point is from Glassdoor, which shows salary ranges for different machine learning engineers titles in India, but doesn't differentiate between traditional ML and generative AI services. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then now let us see the LinkedIn article. Okay, what they have published in 2024. What are the earnings of AI engineers exploring salaries? AI engineer role they have defined it, and the
Mm-hmm.
global impact of AI in the economy. Okay, so their budget expected predicted budget is 15.7 trillion dollars by the year 2030 revenues on that. So you can see what demand will be there. According to data from US Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median annual salary for AI engineers in the United States hovers around 136. Hovers is a
Mm-hmm.
company basically. This aligns closely with figures provided by Glassdoor, which cites an average yearly salary of 134 for AI
Mm-hmm.
engineers.
Yeah.
And an average is 130, you can take it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is if you see industry, paying industries, IT average salary 194, followed by media and communication. So okay, locations, major US cities. So if you see, San Francisco is the highest one, then New York City, then all those. So this is all about the salaries boosting in if you see AI engineers. Then if you
Mm.
take second part, second this one link, what I collected it
Yeah.
in the link, if you see, there is a data camp. Data camp has got detailed information. Later on, you can study that also. How much do I? engineer make, engineer make a guide. This is a guide basically they have given it.
Factors influencing AI engineer salaries are there. Yeah. Factors influencing AI engineer salaries. And then AI engineer
Which
job
one? In
outlook.
the links, in the links you mean to say?
Yeah, in the what are the earnings of AI engineers exploring salaries in 2024 by Nitish Dan Charan.
Yeah, those factors we can upgrade it. What is that?
Yeah. Average salary. Yeah.
Right?
Engineer job outlook and growth. Yeah.
So that's where we need to
Yeah.
plan according to the market demand also, not just going through academic way. Okay, academic way means the traditional training models. So what it is required, basically, one is taking some samples for that particular service, the basic service understanding purpose. We need to build some application like what you are doing in mobile scan receipt kind of application. Then later, we also need to see the existing systems issues in ML. Those issues how to resolve with the generative AI services that way. Then we can take some our existing business requirements discussion part, e-commerce, and try to implement these things. Okay,
Hmm.
let me stop.